3, 2, 1, go.
And we are beginning our autonomous. All the robots immediately beginning motion. We've got a Brazilian team here. We've got a team from Virginia City, all over the continent, all over the world. These robots have come here to the Maryland Tech Invitational to play at the highest level that they can. And you can see that case in point here with Team 1422259 scoring very rapidly. That is 3 cones in their autonomous, and Blue Alliance, of course, matching that with a solid 5 cones in their autonomous.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Beginning our driver-controlled period here, all robots immediately dashing over to those terminals and substations, grabbing cones, getting ready to score them on those upper junctions. You've seen it before, you know how it works. And this is really what makes these robots so impressive. You see these robots here have sort of guiders to help them land. You can especially see that on 14259 and also on the other side of the field with Team SBS Bears. Both these robots on different alliances using these sort of guiding areas to score on top of those upper junctions. And it looks like not as much back and forth as some of the previous matches we've seen. We're seeing about 4 or 5 cones being scored on these junctions before they get flipped over to the opposing alliance. But again, it is in these alliances' interest to own as many of these junctions as possible at the end of the game when we've got 60 seconds left in the match, so 30 seconds till end game. We've got a lot of these robots moving around, trying to score as best they can. Brazilian team here scoring onto the upper junction, as well as SBS Bears trying to score as well, getting ready. This is where these human players come into play here, trying to make sure that robots are in the best position possible with their beacons and their cones to score in as best they can. You can see Blue Alliance here pulling another cone down and it being picked up by SBS Bears. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance is scoring one of those upper junctions for themselves, getting control of it as we enter our end game, and the alliances put in their own beacons so they can permanently capture some of these junctions for their alliance. And this is always a tricky thing because you want to hopefully aim for some of these upper junctions that are hard to get, but you may not be able to get those if the other alliance gets them first with their beacons. It doesn't look like the Blue Alliance is having much trouble with that, though, as they successfully score 1 and, yes, 2 junctions for themselves with the end of the match here. It looks like a very potentially slight lead with a 2-park from the Blue Alliance, but those can change with scored junctions. We'll just have to see.